This is an Oakland story. Oakland it's like grounded in activism and justice. This is a real Oakland story, and we need this story right now. We really do. It's just nice that it's coming through with, chickens and dirt and, growing things. It's like wonderful stuff.
When I was a young child, my father had so many fruit trees. We had peaches, we had apricots, we had apples, we had plum trees. It was just, kids would come over and get fruit, and we always had a lot of fruit trees. In fact, most everybody had fruit trees here in Sobrante Park. It was a real neighborhood, a real family type neighborhood.
That was kind of big in our community, them fruit trees, man, like especially them lemons, man. Them lemons, you ain't had nothing on your tree, you can go next door and get some lemons. It brought us a lot of us together, man, them trees, man, I swear. A lot of us used to be, come on, let's go to your tree, your house, you know what I mean? You got loquats over there, let's go. Mine's gone, let's go to yours. So.
Even as a child, our parents didn't have a lot of money, but we never really went hungry because everybody had fruit trees. We could just go and pick fruit and pick, and then it's just like, it's a no-brainer. Man, we didn't even have to go to the store. It didn't cost us no money. Sometimes we would like to pick other people's fruit, not our own, but it was there.
I think back then, it was more of a community and not a neighborhood. Like, you look at it now, it's a smaller community for some of the people who are like really from here, but a lot of people got displaced, so all of them are still not here. But for the ones that's still here, it's kind of like that, but it's no longer that like community feeling like it was.
My dad was my first one from the family to migrate to Sobrante Park, I think in the 1980s. When we was born, we brought straight here, from Highland to Sobrante Park. I know one thing we did a lot as kids, we would have we would call it cherry wars, but it was we had a bunch of like wild plum trees growing around here. We'd go climb on all the trees. We used to have one back here, or either all the way in the back of the alley. We'd climb up there with our little bags, plastic bags, fill them up. We'd be running around through here, all just launching cherries at each other, just having cherry wars for sure. And then,
as kids, it was so much fun to jump on our bikes. So-and-so have fruit trees, and they got a bunch of fruit hanging over the fence. It'd be a bunch of kids on their bicycles, and I was right amongst them. And you might be a couple around the corners, down the street or what have you. We'd jump off, climb the fence, grab some fruit, jump back on our bikes, and be hollering and screaming as we trying to run away. But they would do the same thing in our yard too, and we knew it was gonna happen. Just fun kid stuff, natural kid stuff,
It would mainly be a Saturday. That's when all of us got to come outside and be together. We want a fruit heist. So we were all around the neighborhood. Loquats, we top, all the way from 105th, all the way back down to the end, up in everybody's yard we ain't supposed to be in.
And so the important thing about that is how it's amazing how we've kind of been bamboozled into turning over our food supply to corporations. And it's like people don't know what to do no more, like to get something to eat.
I feel like once the fruit trees start going away, the world seems like start going crazy in my neighborhood. When you think about it, like, yeah. Once we stop having trees around there, I think we start having dope.
I think what happened that made this community different from what it is now is, of course, like you had like a lot of people around here raised with their grandparents. When the older person died, was either so heavily in drugs or gone, or some of them just not financially stable enough or savvy enough to keep the house, ended up losing it. Some people wasn't here to help it, so when the grandparents died off, another family member sold it. So it was a lot of that back then, to where like a lot of my friends, once their grandmas and them died, it was just like they was displaced, they was gone, or some of their family was in prison or around here on drugs. So there was a number of different things at that time.